How did you get into this role? It's so specialized. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. I started with large loss claim, government and county buildings. Then in 2009, I started working residential. When I started working residential, I was representing the contractors who hired me directly. And what I found out is the insurance companies don't respond well to the contractors that are affiliated with the work. I would run into problems when I didn't run into problems if I was working as a non-affiliate. And what I mean by a non-affiliate, let me give you an example. When a roofing contractor knocks on a door in the state of Florida and they acquire a contract and they inspect the roof, it's damaged, them and the homeowner go to the insurance company and the information gets to the insurance company. A lot of times you're going to get resistance from the insurance company because, number one, in the state of Florida, you can't knock door to door for an insurance claim. There are some people that can read in, hey, my rights were infringed, I'm going to still do it, and probably still do. But anyway, the insurance company is going to look at these contractors that acquire contracts like that and probably be a little more hesitant to not respond in a timely fashion. And that's why you see these tarps and on the roofs for 8 months, 6 months, 10 months, a year, 18 months if you're going to court. And if you're going to get a public adjuster involved, you would want to do that as early as you possibly can, especially if you have no experience in identifying and proving the loss. If you can't prove the loss, you shouldn't even be signing a contract unless you have a public adjuster that's going to assist you in this claim, because it's something that you want to give respect to your insurance company. Let them know they're dealing with somebody that has ample experience to be able to settle this case. And I think your response from the carrier side is going to be a little bit different. When I first came into the industry, they didn't know who I was. I was treated different than I'm treated now. And one of the things I'll tell you is it's a complicated system, but once it clicks and you understand it, in the state of Florida, I realize it doesn't matter who I'm talking to, whether it's an umpire, another construction appraiser, I got attorneys in the room, even umpires. The contractor is the strongest person in the room because the work has to be done, as long as the estimates are right. And when I walk in to any meeting, I'm going to tell people, before we start arguing, what is the cost of this roof? Does anybody know? Because I do. And here it is. Because if I'm talking about it, I'm referring to what does it take to replace the shingle roof. And most of my cases, so I don't get anybody's panties in a wad, I'm dealing with wind and hail on shingles and tile roofs are my specialty. That's what I get assigned as from attorneys. So if attorneys that I work with, if they get hired and they say, the homeowner says to the attorney, I got denied and I don't think my insurance company is treating me fair, I'd like to get it looked at, they're not getting up there. They hire a guy just like me or me to get it done. I've been doing this for quite some time, and eventually you get better at it. I'm going to tell you, I've faced my difficulties. In the end, yeah, in the beginning, sure, I got my ass kicked, but now I'm kicking a lot of ass because I do it. I set it up the way it's supposed to be set up, so you're going to get multiple reports from multiple individuals, and I'm going to supply everything to the attorney, and then the attorney is going to eventually get this information to the insurance company. I get paid, and I'm gone. And the roofer is going to be able to replace the roof once the attorney settles the claim for the homeowner. If you want to get started in this, you can look up some networking events that I went through Windstorm to get my certified construction appraiser and my umpire. And but believe it or not, I have them hanging on the wall right there. That is the umpire, that is the construction appraiser, and that's my business partner's GC license. And those are the things that are required in order to operate as a construction appraiser and be able to communicate and prove the loss, prove the cost. And that's what I tell everybody. If I had one tattoo on my body, it'd be prove the loss, prove the cost. Because I can do both beyond a reasonable doubt. And that's what's required for insurance claim work. Peace and love.